Matthew 19:9, except for sexual immorality. This is the verse that's usually referenced when we're talking about remarriage. That phrase, sexual immorality, is one word in Greek, porneia. It literally means unlawful or immoral sexual relations. Because of this, there are two ways that Christians have historically interpreted this passage. Option 1, porneia lets you separate from an unfaithful spouse. It does not give you permission to remarry somebody else. Option 1 assumes that Jesus was giving the exception to don't divorce, not to remarriage being adultery. This fits perfectly with Paul. Separation can happen, but stay unmarried or be reconciled. It fits with Luke and Mark as well, where there's no exception clause at all. The second way this has been interpreted is that porneia means that the union itself was never lawful to begin with. The Catholic Bible actually translates Matthew 19:9 this way. I say to you, whoever divorces his wife, unless the marriage is unlawful and marries another, commits adultery. So option 2 isn't unless she cheats, it's unless the marriage itself is not lawful. This idea shows up with John the Baptist. He told Herod it's not lawful for him to have Herodias, even though they were already married. Some unions are not marriages that God has joined together in the first place. Option 2 also helps us to understand why Christians eventually developed the idea of annulment. The church believed that you couldn't just end a true marriage and marry somebody else. It also recognizes that some relationships that look like marriages were never really valid marriages in the first place. An annulment, therefore, isn't supposed to be a Christian divorce. It's supposed to be a judgment that the marriage was never a true marriage in the first place. So there's the two interpretations. Neither one of these understandings allows us to divorce and remarry freely. The early church understood this. The shepherd of Hermas told an innocent husband to stay unmarried after separating from his unfaithful wife. Justin Martyr called people in second marriages sinners before Christ. Many others taught that remarriage after divorce was adultery, across the board. So in the early church, there was not a debate about whether or not you could divorce your spouse and marry somebody else. The debate was more about when is separation permitted, or if there was actually a lawful marriage in the first place. I really wish this wasn't the case, but my feelings about it don't change what's true. I am not presenting my own opinion. I am sharing with you the historic way that people have seen Matthew 19:9. So don't shoot the messenger.